So, what is the best game mode in Battlefield 2042 if you are a new player who's trying to find their feet in this game and build their skill level as quick as possible? As you can tell already from the gameplay on screen, this game mode is going to be Team Deathmatch, and now we're going to look at 5 reasons why this is the best game mode for new players, and these 5 reasons, bear in mind, are also going to be the same 5 reasons which I used and applied when I played TDM for the first 6 to 12 months of Battlefield 5, which is what made me so good at that game and helped me learn the mechanics before taking it into bigger game modes such as Conquest. So the first point is simply the fact that there are no vehicles in TDM. Therefore, you know for a fact you're going to take way less deaths from a tank blowing you up from all the way across the map. And in general, the fact that there's no vehicles, it means you're going to die way less to things which are out of your control, because most of the time you can't fight back against vehicles, and therefore you're going to get less frustrated, less deaths, and you can have more time to just focus on raw gunplay and gunfights. The second point is going to be the fact that TDM is a smaller game mode with less players in it. Compared to the 64 or 128 player game modes, TDM is a 32 player game mode with 16 players on both sides. This means you're way less likely to get overwhelmed by 4, 5, 6 plus enemies always rushing you at once, and it puts you in a 1v6 situation, for example, where you're very rarely going to survive. And as a result, this means you get the third point, which is that you're able to therefore practice more 1v1 situations or even 1v2 situations, so you can learn how to maneuver and be a player 1v1 before going into a bigger game mode and getting overwhelmed by multiple enemies. And this takes us on to the fourth point, which builds upon the previous points of the fact that TDM is a smaller game mode with less players in, and as a result of there being less players, the map size, of course, in TDM is going to be very small as well. Now this is very beneficial because it means you're going to spend less time running around the map, especially out in open areas, which you might get in the bigger maps on Conquest, and therefore you're spending less time running, more time shooting, and the more time you're shooting, you're practicing the guns which you are using, you're practicing to learn the recoil control for any gun that you're using, and it's therefore way more beneficial than spending the majority of your time just running around in Conquest. And point number 5 is simply going to be the fact that TDM has no objectives. There are no flags like in Conquest, which you have to worry about rotating to and from and capturing. Your sole goal and the sole objective of TDM is going to be to get kills, to be able to reach that 200 kill mark so that your team can win the game. And this simply means that you're way less likely to get distracted by the different objectives you need to be going to capture or to defend, and you can just focus on that core gunplay, getting the kills, and improving your gun skill, which is the purpose you want to be doing if you are a new player in this game. Overall, I hope these points do make sense and that you are able now to try out TDM if you are a new player, if you didn't think to do so when you first started the game. Smash that like for me. All these clips in this video are from my first week of playing Battlefield 2042 as well, so subscribe if you want to join the journey together. I'll see you on the next video.
Everything I touch turn cold. Need no introduction cause they know Brit and Mo. I hit the lotto, my motto. Roll up gelato and throttle a couple models Staccato who fucking brought up the